It's been 2 weeks since coming back from Japan. I'll say it again. It was an amazing, edifying, transformative experience. I'm so happy I was able to share it with some of the most important people in my life. I really want to go back. If I'm being honest, I really want to live in Japan. But that's neither here nor there or the topic of this post. The first week back was, to be candid, rough as hell. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to blame it on a combination of jet lag caused weariness, plain old sadness. Feeling sad is something I might touch on in a later post. Okay, now here comes the topic of the post. When I'm feeling bummed out like that, I have a go-to remedy. And that go-to remedy is watching Star Trek. So I spent a very big chunk of that week binging Star Trek Enterprise. Enterprise is a prequel series set roughly 100 years before Captain Kirk, Spock, and the stories of the original 1960s Trek series. I have what some would consider a hot take. Season 3 of Star Trek Enterprise is underrated and arguably some of the best Star Trek ever produced. The thing is, I've seen all these episodes before. Sure, some of them stood out, but something was different this time. Maybe it was the fact that I watched the episodes in order and really paid attention this time. Maybe it was how I was feeling, the melancholy and blondness that created some weird connection with the stories. Maybe, just maybe, the stories were just that good that I hadn't really noticed before. Whatever it was, I was completely drawn in and impressed by season 3 as a whole. But the meat of the middle episodes really stood out, with stories ranging from horror and suspense to fantasy and classic sci-fi. Here's a list of my standouts. Episode number 5, Impulse, just full of Vulcan zombies. Episode 6, Exile, a twist on Beauty and the Beast. Episode 8, Twilight, a time travel tale. Episode 9, North Star, simultaneously a Western and a story about oppression and racism. Episode 10, Similitude, a story about ethics and what it means to be human. Episode 11, Carpenter Street, a fast-paced crime thriller. Those are just a few of the episodes I really enjoyed. If you're a Star Trek fan, I would love to read your thoughts in the comments. If you're not a fan of Star Trek, I understand. You probably didn't get to this point in the video, which is okay. To close on a side note, if you're interested in dipping your foot into Star Trek culture, I recommend starting on an episode from season 2, Carbon Creek. The story illustrates the best of who we are as people, but resonates more deeply as you watch through the eyes of the lead character, Tamir. It hit me harder this time, though, because of my time spent in Japan. A group of strangers experiencing immense compassion, empathy, selflessness, love, and connection. I miss Japan deeply, and I yearn for it deeply. Stay engaged.